So I'm here again at Cleared Hot Motorsports. Fabio knows what I'm doing. Got the camera rolling. And today we're working on the Aurora. We're doing the, what's that?
You didn't give me a chance to let me do my hair.
Please, that shows how hard you work around here. And so today we're doing the crankshaft sensor and possibly some more stuff. It needs ball joints, which I don't know if we'll do that today necessarily, but I gotta see. I gotta reevaluate the market on these, and I have decided to sell it. I was gonna keep it, but too many vehicles, as you guys know, and Mustangs sitting around collecting dust, so something's gotta give. So this is gonna be the flip for right now. So we'll do this crankshaft sensor so it stops stalling out, and then depending on what the market's bringing for these, if it's gonna be a quick sell or if it's gonna take me forever, you know, maybe we'll do the ball joints as well. But otherwise, it seems pretty good. So with the 3.5 liter, the starter has to come out as opposed to the baby North Star, the 4.0. You can just reach right up and grab the crankshaft sensor. So we've got my shop supervisor, my little puppy here. But yeah, so we're just doing the. Did you already put it in? Yeah. Oh Jesus, you're a step ahead of me. So
sorry.
No, I don't give a shit. What
if
am I
would have known you were taping,
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, this is very common procedure in so many GM cars.
Yeah.
I just know my subscribers want to see. A lot of people like this car in the channel, actually. So. Yeah, I mean, Fabio already put the new sensor in. Was the old one broken? The plastic around it, or?
Nothing. I mean,
really?
There was a little bit of metal.
Yeah. No, I think they just get, being so close to the manifold.
There's a little bit metal buildup on it, but nothing.
Yeah, no, it definitely threw a code for this. It's like crankshaft position sensor,
yeah.
So hopefully it does the trick. Typically this is what breaks.
Yeah.
All crap gets in there.
But it looks clean.
Good.
I'm on my way out to Fort Myers, Florida, about 2.5 hours from me in Miami. Why don't I turn the camera around so you guys can see me? There you go. So I'm heading out to Fort Myers. I found some dope-ass RDX Acura wheels on Craigslist. Unfortunately, they're quite a drive away, but they're in perfect shape. They have almost new 4 Michelin tires on them, and these will bolt right up to the element. Same bolt pattern, and while the rim size is bigger, which is what I want, this has 16s on it from the factory. These are 18-inch wheels. The tire is a little bit smaller, so it ends up being about the same, maybe a tiny bit bigger, but it'll fit fine, any rubbing or anything like that. The offset's fine. I talked to a few guys in the Element forums, and they confirmed that, so that's great. I think these wheels look sick. What I really wanted was some Element Sport Coupe wheels, but you know, they're way overpriced, and you find them when they're in terrible shape with no tread in the tires. And you know, I don't want to be a poser and be trying to copy a Sport Coupe. I think they're sick. I'll buy one someday, but I kind of want to do a unique look with this Element. So these wheels will definitely help me do that. I've seen 1 or 2 other Elements online with these wheels on it, and they look sick. So I'm pretty excited about getting out there, getting those wheels. I've got my pups with me, and yeah, so oops, I better keep my eyes on the road. So anyway, I will get some footage when I pick up the wheels. I'm going to put them on the car tomorrow, which will probably be part of this video, and continues my light modification of the Element. Alright, so I made it to Fort Myers. I've got my new wheels. They are even better than I expected. The only thing is the tires don't have as much tread as I thought, but they still have, I'd say, at least 50% on them. You know, maybe even 60, depends on how you look at them, I guess. I think this one and the one in the front have more tread, but you know what? $400. The rims are in immaculate condition. There's nothing wrong with them. And they get the TPS sensor, which I can take out and sell and probably get $100 out of those, so because I don't need them for this. But I mean, it kind of looks like shit right now because the wheels are at a slant to hold them up, but these things look, I had him hold the wheel flat against mine and they look sick. I'm so pumped up. God, I can't even, it was so worth the drive. He put some pretty sick wheels on his, they came off of the RDX there, but I'm pumped. These things are clean. So I'm gonna load them up and head back to Miami, throwing these things on first thing tomorrow morning. So we're balancing the new wheels over here, Cleared Hot. We'll throw them on the Element today. Probably gonna use the center caps off of my Element wheels because want to keep it Honda. You know, obviously Acura's Honda, but want to keep the Honda look on it.
and not make these look just like takeoffs off an Acura. Only thing is that the Honda ones don't match quite as well, but I think it'll just be temporary. I'm going to decide in the next few minutes. Maybe I'll keep the Acura ones on and I'll order some better looking Honda ones. So
Roll it.
yeah, I don't know, it'll sink.
When it comes off the lid like that, it still sits jacked up.
Yeah, it's going to be a monster element.
Wow, it fits that wheel well really well.
It's so close to the size of the old wheels, you know? It was like the best quick replacement. Now I'll have to decide when I roll it if I'm going to do the lowering springs or not. Alright, so I just finished up doing a bomb-ass photo shoot of the Element with the new wheels on it. I've got it all cleaned up. The roof, as you guys know, I waxed. I don't know what order I'm going to upload the videos in, but I waxed the roof a few days ago. The rest of the car, for now, I just did a spray wax of the car wash, which lasts like a day, just for the photo shoot. It protects the paint somewhat well. The water still beads off after a couple of weeks, but the reason I didn't go through with the full wax yet is because I was on the fence about lowering this thing. I was going to put in that, I told you guys about it, guy selling $100 E-Block lowering springs that are brand new. But to be honest, I love the way it sits right now. Okay, so we just fixed the Aurora. Fabio's driving my truck there. I picked him up at the shop. So what happened was when he disconnected the electricity when he was taking the starter out from the little hookup in the front of the engine bay. And when he tightened it back up, something with one of the metal plates was loose or it's stripped. You know, just something from age broke that's supposed to hold that metal connection plate for the battery tight to the bolt. So that's what happened last night, was that was arcing because it was loose. Truck's looking pretty sweet. So it's all set now with the temporary fix. I take it back to the shop and fix it right. We fixed the problem. I don't think it was even worth filming. You guys know what it was. Basically right above the fuse box where that little positive connection is for if you wanted to jump start the car or something. Actually, I'll pop the hood when I get back to my house because I don't think I ever filmed it, but it had loosened. He disconnected electricity there and he did the crankshaft sensor because the battery's underneath the back seat. You know, it's right there, whatever. And when he tightened it back up, the plastic thing that holds the bolt and the metal bit that the electricity runs through together broke, and it was loose, and we didn't know. It's all fixed now. It's running like a charm. I gotta reset all this shit because the fucking battery obviously died. But not died, but the battery was off. So, sorry, I'm exhausted. It's been a crazy day. I've been over at Cleared Hot Motorsports quite a bit lately. But Fabio's always helping me out. He's a great friend to have made. And I'll be doing lots more repairs over there, believe me. It's good to finally be able to get all these cars sorted out with such a great mechanic. It's not going to waste my time or bullshit me, and, you know, that's the best. So I do need to sell this car. I've got so many other things I got to pay for right now with my cars, and I'm not taking that out of my personal money. I got to be responsible here. I can't be keeping all these toys. So I'm going to put this thing up for sale tomorrow, as much as I hate to. As far as I know, the only thing it needs, Fabio and I went through it, the ball joints, they're not terrible in the front, but they're starting to get a little bit of play in them, which explains the alignment's off slightly. But I mean, they're okay for now. The car still drives good. It's not shaking or anything like that. So being that this car doesn't have much resale value, the transmission mount's gone too. You can feel it, you know, thump pretty hard. The motor mounts are fine, but if you step on it, you feel it lurch. Transmission shifts like butter though. It's not that. So, you know, this car at best I think is worth $1,500. I gotta fix that blinker. The odometer doesn't even work. It'll probably won't even come on by the time I sell this car, so I have no way of proving the miles.
I think I might have took a picture of it when it was working, but I really don't have any way of proving the miles on it. So I think at best it's worth $1,500. I'll be lucky to get around, probably $1,200 for it, which is fine. I'm still doubling my money on the car. I bought it for $500, I think, or $550. My last video will tell you, because I forget whatever I said now is what I paid for it. I think it was $500. And the crankshaft sensor was $50. I'm not into it for much. I sell for $1,200. I'm doubling my money, which is fine with me for a quick sale. I need that money. I want to put it into the, Jesus Christ, actually you guys can't even see me, but I want to put that money into the Element. It needs some suspension work still. The alignment's off again, like I said. And I want to put it into the Roadmaster. I want to fix the fuel pump in that car. And I want to ship the Trofeo down, which that $1,200 won't cover all that, but it'll get me started at least. So yeah, this car's got to go. I hate to say it. I really hate to do it. It drives so great now, but it needs to be done. So I'll post it up for sale tomorrow.